Evening, people. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. That's not what you're meant to be looking. No, don't look at that. That's not what you're meant to be looking at. Oh my God, where's it gone? What's that? That's what you're meant to be looking at. Oh, I forgot to turn the right one on. Evening, people. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing all right on this All Hallowed Eve. Unfortunately, that's has meant that we're missing a few drivers tonight. Kids come first, so they're out going collecting candy and cleaning up vomit. Good luck to them. I've been there, done it, all in the past. Thank you very much. So tonight we're back with the next round of the TDK Team Endurance League. Sorry, I forgot where I was looking then. Yeah, we're back with the next round here at Mount Panorama over here in Australia, at Bathurst. A great little track, this one I quite like. If you get it right, you can have a real good race here, but it can be tricky. Right, let's have a look at some scores, shall we? So, let's make that a little bit bigger. There we go. So it is still Janio leading in the Jaguar with 118 points. Hatterlad is closing in though. He's got 112 points. He did pick up fastest lap. Fastest lap, yeah, in... and pole in the last race, so extra points for him. So he's on 112 points in second for the Team AMG Mercedes, as well as Ofsky's right behind him in also in the AMG with 84 points. RCMBE2 in the Mitsubishi Evo, 67 points on for fourth. We've got DMK DK10 Aston Martin, 55 points for fifth. Waldy 6 in Team Hyundai, 42 points. Number one Pops in seventh. For Team Corvette with 38 points, alongside Dusky, driving for Team Aston Martin as well, 38 points on board for him. Draco Fury 10th, and Corvette, is that 10th? No, 9th for Draco Fury, Team Corvette, 31 points. Aldo in 10th for Team Porsche. He's got himself 30 points on the board. Wheelchair Racer in 11th during the Team Hyundai, 27 points on the board. Josie in 12th, Team Jaguar, 24 points. And Old Crawler 13th with for Team Porsche with 21 points. And in team positions, Team AMG Mercedes are leading the way by a big chunk. Been battling out most of the season with Team Jaguar. DMK DK10, no problem. So we've got Team AMG on 189 points. We've got Team Jaguar in second position in the manufacturers, 143 points. Mitsubishi 89 points. We've got Team Corvette with 79 points, right there with Aston Martin with 79 points as well. So joint fourth for those two at the minute. Hyundai in fifth, I suppose, or sixth, depending on how you want to call it. 69 points. And Team Porsche 61 points right at the back there. But we have had drivers come and go, and again we're a few drivers missing tonight due to Halloween. What have we got? Just 6 drivers? Is that it? Well, it is what it is. Thanks for all the com smoke. It's been brilliant, bro. Thank you. No problem, mate. No problem. Is this the final round tonight, right? Because I'm not here next week, and then we start the minis. Merch still available, people. T-shirts and stickers. Should you want any of those, hit me up at darksmoker@googlemail.com. I can get those over to you. And let's get ourselves in. I do have to remember to turn the sound up, otherwise you guys can't hear it. Alright, we are still in practice mode. Are we waiting for any other drivers? DK10, do you know? Is this it? I saw number 1 Pops and Old Crawler hanging about. Are they not racing? So we've got DK10. We've got TCR Sven. I don't know. What are you driving? The F-Type. The Jag. Okay. Chalky driving the Porsche. We've got Aldo also driving the Porsche. Off skis as per normal in the AMG, as is Hatterlad also in the AMG. Let's go and find people, shall we, and see if we can get ourselves for a lap round here. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the right one. The other 3 are sat in the pits. Alright, so we are halfway around the circuit. Look at the liveries of the cars before the qualifying starts. There's the Jags looking good with the old Spitfire livery. Off skis just coming through the S's. Tricky little section, that one. Got to get it just right. You don't want to be banging into any of these walls down here. Okay. If Sven stays out, we'll go for a full lap on board with him. Looks like he's going to. Oh, okay, no, we won't, because the qualifier is going to start. All right, all right. That's how you're going to be. Yowzers. Let's go on board with DK10 then. So out of the pits, up the mountain straight, over the little brow of the hill. Again, a lovely circuit when you can get it right. Hard on the brakes then into Griffins. Just take that off so you can see the revs in the gears. Towards the BP cut-in. This tricky one. Double apex. Gets tighter on the second one. Up the hill. Easy to lose the rear end through there. Tight little circuit. It's a road circuit. You can actually drive down these roads. People's houses come off the backs of these. Through Sulman then to McPhillamini Park. Might have said that wrong. Through the Dipper then. Tricky one, this one again. Just got to get it right through there. To the S's and then down to Forest Elbow. Tight little bit of circuit through there, just got to get that one right, and then all the way down the Conrod Straight, where you see them peel off to the right. It did actually used to go straight on. It was a straight run down here, but I think there was far too many accidents. So yeah, it used to go straight on where that sandbank is, but now it peels off to the right here, and then hard on the brakes into the left right. Corner, Murray's coming up onto the start finish straight, so now they'll start their hot laps. What have they got? 10 minutes to play with. We're already 2 minutes 20 seconds in. On track now. Evening Hatter in the chat as well. He likes a bit of that. TCR Sven sitting in for Janio tonight, I believe. See how this driver gets on in Jag. One pops. Here he is in the Corvette. Oh, again, tricky circuit. Chalky in the Porsche gets that one right. Porsche looking quite planted here. Aldo in the Porsche right behind him. Off skis in the second of the Mercedes. Again, just missing a few drivers tonight due to the Halloween epidemic that kids go through. Down Conrad then. Corners to go for DMK DK10. Let's see what sort of lap times they're putting in. Just over 4 minutes gone already into this qualifying session. This is the start of the hot lap times at least. So that's a 2:04.2 for DK10. He has just been beaten by Hatter. A 2:03.2. Sven puts in a 2:05.9. More pops a 2:06.6. Chalky, he's got a 2:01.8, but must have got it wrong somewhere because it's not counted. Aldo looks like he might have followed him wherever he went. And Oskis looks like he's picked up a penalty somewhere as well. So it is Hatterlad. Whole second out front at the minute on pole. Unseat the Hatter. Well, find out in a few seconds. It looks like he's closing up on DK10, to be honest. There is DK10 just in front. To beat his own time. A little bit of wear on those eyes, out on mediums. Oof, DK10's got the final corner wrong. That's that lap ruined. 3.5 minutes left to try and better these times. Hatter does go quicker. It's in a 2:02.844. Now 1.4 seconds faster than DK10's fastest. Across the line now. Hatter in the second Mercedes. Ovski's in the second Mercedes. Sticks a second position in 2:03.7. Now just 0.8 of a second behind Hatter. Which is DK10 down into third. Aldo up into fourth now. Has managed to get a time on that clock. 2:04.5. One Pops has got a 2:04.6. Oh, drifting through there. Manages to gather it up. Sven 2:05.7 manages to take a couple of tenths off his previous time, and Chalky now in the time at 2:08.0. Mr. Elliott, good evening. Hatter's all over DK10 in this qualifying session. That's not what you want. Unless you're gaining a toe from him. So it is Mercedes 1-2 at the minute. Oh, okay, there we go. You'll have to let me know which. I don't know who Jay Elliott is because I don't do names. Hatter and DK10 both coming up to the line again. Hatter doesn't go quicker this time. DK10 slows down to let him through. Pulls over. Looks like he's done with qualifying for now. Oski's still second then. Aldo, no. Aldo goes second, 2:03.5. 0.7 of a second back from Hatter. 0.14 back, sorry, in front of Oski's. Janio, okay, there you go. That'll be why. Janio, who's not in tonight. TCR Sven driving the Jaguar, lone Jaguar. I hope your youngest, son, daughter, youngest, whichever it is okay. Again, been there as well. Had those phone calls at work. Oof. I've had to make those phone calls. That's not good. That's not good to make those phone calls. Someone kicking up dirt through the dipper. Again, it's a great bit of track if you can get it right. So we are into time over then, so the qualifying time's ticked down. Hatter is on pole, everyone gets to finish their laps. So can anyone unseat Hatter? Still got that 0.7 second, not able to go quicker that lap either, so a 2:02.8 then for Hatter. And Chalky both coming up to the line together. Sven puts in a qualifying time, unfortunately stays 7th. Oh, Chalky goes quicker though, 2:03.2, chucks himself into second position right at the end of qualifying. Oski's goes quicker as well, 2:03.3, back into third, just pushed down then. Aldo now 4th. DK10 5th. Did sit out that last lap. And number 1 pops in 6th and Sven in 7th. So that is it. Qualifying done. Yeah, that is a shame. Yeah, this is the last round of the TDK Team Endurance Championship. It was Hatter and Janio fighting for that championship lead. There's 4 points in it, but Hatter's got it then, hasn't he? Boys, get yourselves in the minis. Get yourselves in the minis. Might not like the power, but you'll love the fight. You'll love the fight. That's it then. Qualifying over. Hatter on pole. Final round. He's going to take the championship. Waldy, evening. There you go, bit of sportsmanship between the two of them. Yeah, get yourselves in the minis. He's coming to the minis. Get yourselves in the minis. I love the minis. Here we go then. Final round of the TDK Team Endurance. Wait for the lights to drop. I can't even see where they are on this circuit. And they're away. It's a good start by Aldo. It's a good start by everyone, is it? Oh, Sven not getting a good start. Oh, Hatter going wide in turn one already. Offskis goes through. Nobody else able to take advantage of that. So it is Mercedes 1-2, Porsche in third. We have got battles further on. Aldo side by side with DK10 running up the hill. Oof, DK10 running up the inside. Oh, number one pops into the wall a tiny little bit. Getting a bit bumpy and bargy already in these first couple of corners. It is Offski's leading though. Hatter again goes a little bit wide through there. DK10 looks to come up the inside, doesn't make it. Aldo back up into fourth. Chalky now fifth. Number one pops right there with him. Sixth. Sven managed to close back up with this group in seventh. To the dip of it again, a tricky bit of circuit this one. Oh, that's the camera angle you want, isn't it? Chalky's got it wrong. He's got it wrong through the S's. Sorry, through the dipper. He's now a long way back. Have you managed to pick up some damage there? Oh yeah, a little bit of front end damage as well for Chalky. 5 seconds back. It is Offskis still leading then as they come down to finish lap 1. 3.8 miles here at Bathurst. Hatter nearly losing the rear. Mercedes, Aston Martin, Porsche, Corvette, Jaguar, and unfortunately, final Porsche at the back. Damage now repaired itself, so Chalky can try and get back up to the rear end of this group. Almost 6 seconds back though. Waldo, get in the minis. Get in the minis. You can't not. Have you attempted them and been smoshed by someone? Bumper to bumper, these two Mercedes drivers. They are starting to break away from third place DMK DK10. Got almost a second between him. Oh, he has closed that gap straight back up through there though. Aldo fending off number one pops for that fourth position as well. Sven closing up on those two. Well, looks like DK10's made a mistake. He has. Aldo and number one pops crawling all over the back of him. It's a three-way fight as they come into the dipper. It's not really the camera angle I wanted. That's kind of the camera angle I wanted. Oh. Aldo and number one pops side by side into Forest Elbow. Aldo comes out on top. And that battle has allowed DK10 to make his break. Now then, still just under a second back from Hatter. And now 1.6, the gap between himself and Aldo. You can see it still extending in the background, 1.7. Aldo, we'll just go back and have a look with Aldo. He's under threat here from number one pops. Sven's closed back up on these two. Corvette all over the back end of the Porsche. The Porsche nearly loses it through there. Keeps hold of it through the chase. Sven slots one up the inside though. Didn't leave the door open long enough for number one pops to come through. Sven though up into fourth position. Now he'll be next man on the hunt for a podium position unless Aldo or number one pops come back at him. Look like number one pops, Aldo's got a good run on Sven. No bump drafting up here. Final round, every man for themselves. Oh, I say that. as number 1 Pops comes charging in behind and sends Aldo. Has to back off though. Oh, gets Griffin's a bit wrong as well. If we go back up front, it is still Ofski's leading. Hatalad second. DK10 has got himself right back into this top 3 battle. Let's get ourselves on for a little bit of this. Ofski's Hatter. DK10 bumper to bumper through the dipper. Mercedes make it through there a little bit more cleanly than the Aston. Slightly better out of Forest as well, starting to pull away a tiny little bit. Still within slipstream range though is DK10. Great big gap behind him now, 4.1 seconds back to Aldo. He's under threat himself from Sven. Oh sorry, I thought Sven was a little bit closer. 2 seconds back actually, Sven. Must be the rear spoiler on this Porsche. Oh, Hatter's got the chase all wrong. Puts himself back in 5th position. No. Yes. He missed that. Oh. Hatter's struggling getting the rear end round on this Mercedes. Got the medium tyres on, but sideways again through there. Back end of this Mercedes just struggling on these tight turns, and in the chaos Ofskis has lost the lead and DK10 goes through to take it. Missed it all. Stupid game. Yes, no, I haven't got a replay function. It doesn't work. I know. Don't ask. It just takes me back to the start of the race. It doesn't matter what I press. So it is now down to DK10 then to try and fend off the Mercedes. I didn't see what tyres we're on. Okay, so we're on a set of racing softs for stint 1 for DK10. Ofski's on the mediums. Aldo on the mediums in 3rd now. Sven 4th in the Jaguar on a set of softs. Back under pressure from Hatalad for that position. Also on a set of softs in the medium. Set of mediums in the Mercedes. Chalky got himself a set of mediums on in the Porsche, and number 1 Pops. He's got himself a set of softs. These 2 drivers are closing up as well. Can they close up on Hatter and Sven? We'll have to see. DK10 is stretching out a little bit of a lead. Oh, it won't be stretching out a lead if he's driving on the grass like that. 1.6, 1.7. Ofski's in the Mercedes, trying to hold on to him in the slower tyre. Hatter's got himself past Sven down the Conrad Straight, I can imagine. Oof, running it deep through there as well. Pushing here then, Hatter in the Mercedes. 2.5 back from the Porsche in front. And there's DMK Aldo just coming into Griffin's. Not that far off of Ofski's, to be honest. 3.3 seconds back. That gap was bigger. The gap staying the same between DK10 and Ofski's though. 1.7 seconds, 1.6. Maybe DK10 gaining a tenth or 2 through this tight section running down the hill. There's a little bit more grip running through these corners on the soft tyre, but they will start giving out at some point. Oh, there you go. Lose a little bit of time through the dipper on the way into the S's. And that brings, and through Forests as well, that brings Ofskis back down to a second. Pretty even wear on the Aston though. Front and rears looking very similar. Not bad for the Mercedes either. Yeah. All looking quite well set up here, to be honest. Sven under pressure from DK Chalky. Oh. Has to go a little bit defensive into the chase. Holds on to that position. Chalky's got to try again. To get onto the back end of Sven down this start-finish straight and hug him all the way up the mountain straight into Griffins if he can. Gap at 0.6 between these two. On board the Porsche then, chasing the Jaguar. Gap at half a second. Jag pulling away though. Porsche unable to keep up with the power of the Jag. It does just keep pulling a little bit of time over the Porsche. Oh! Dipped it into the wall there as Sven. What an absolute... Where's he gone? Just clipped that bit there and it's sent him round. Oh, what a shame for Sven. He's having a real good battle with Chalky then. He's got front end damage, that'll slow him down. Number one Pops might be able to have a dig back at him, but he is 5.1 seconds back, unfortunately. Ofskis has made a mistake as well. Aldo's got through. So he was closing that gap up and brings Hatterlad with him. Mercedes back together again, Ofskis and Hatter. But it's now DK10 out front with a 4.1 second lead. Have to make a couple of stops here tonight with the fuel and tyre wear. It is a full 1 hour endurance. The Aston hold the gap. Can Aldo fend off the two bludgeoning Mercedes behind him? Close it up. They're all over the back of him down this start-finish straight. Let's get ourselves on board with a bit of that view. Mountain straight then. Mercedes closing up a little bit, not enough to make the move into Griffins, I don't think. Well, I say that, here comes the Ofskis. Closes right up towards Griffins. Oh, a little bit sideways through there as well for Aldo. It's going to bring both of the Mercedes even closer as they head up through the cut-in. All three of these drivers on the medium tyre. Be an even battle in terms of grip. Two wheels off the track there for Aldo. Keeps himself a good distance in front of the two fighting Mercedes behind him though. Oh, sideways into there for Ofskis. Sideways on the way out. Aldo pulls a little bit more time as he comes into Forests. Down into Conrod straight then. I think we're going to see, let me just jump on board with Ofskis. Are they working together? Yes they are. Hatter pushing teammate Ofskis towards Aldo. That is working, they're bringing the gap down. It was 1.3, now at 1.2. Towards the chase, backs off as they come into that, get the brake in early. Oh, Ofskis sideways through there. Again, keeps hold of it. Keeps himself in touch with Aldo as well. Catalan unable to take advantage through there. So these drivers really pushing here tonight at Bathurst. There is race leader DK10 out front. The turquoise Aston being chased by Aldo in the Porsche. We're on board with off-skis, being harassed by teammate Hattelad. I just see a little shadow over the Chalky in the background. There he is. Into Griffins again then for off-skis. DK10's gone backwards. He's done exactly the same thing. Through Griffins, got it sideways, put it in the wall, and unfortunately he's had to hang about while everyone else comes through. DK10, don't know what DK10's on now. Don't know what kind of stop he's going to be on now. Down into 5th, long way back. That puts Aldo into race lead. Oh, does it though? No, Aldo goes backwards through the dipper. That's the 2 Mercedes back through. Off-skis now race leader, followed by Hatter in 2nd. It's all kicking off here in Australia. Chalky then into 3rd position. Aldo back on track, pointing the right way. No damage. Into 4th. 7 seconds back from race leader. Oh, struggling with the rears though. DK10 got it pointing back in a straight line. His rears are lit up as well, so you may see pit stops this lap. Sven 6th. Tyres looking a little bit similar. And number 1 pops. Oh, tyres very red. This thing does seem to eat through a lot of tyres. Oh, battery's dying on the dual shock. There's always a bear. Off-skis leads then. Tyres looking the best of everyone so far. Time from teammate Hatter as well. I'm not saying that, Janio. I'm not saying that, Janio, because that would be commentators. Janio! You rotter. You rotter, Janio. Oh, I can't believe you've just done that. Is it because I thought it? Did I think it and it happened? Oh my god. What's happening here tonight? Off-skis then into the wall, coming out of cutting. Teammate does a very respectful thing and allows them to keep the lead. But wow. Predictions, someone else. Chalky's just been into the wall, I think. God. Mayhem and chaos here. Can't be much paint left on these things. DK10 a long way back then. 18.5 set. Oh, sorry, that was a long driver. 41.1 seconds down. Has been in the pits though. Picked up a fresh set of mediums, full tank of fuel. Talado has taken race lead after off-skis must have got it wrong again somewhere. Oh my god, picking all the wrong drivers here tonight. So it is Chalky into 2nd then. Still at least a lap's worth of fuel on board for the Porsche. Hatter pushing his luck. Is closing in as well. That time down from 2 seconds to 1.9. Chalky's fuel gauge now flashes red, but closing up on the Mercedes in front. Aldo and off-skis in the pits this lap. Sven staying out. Plenty of fuel on board on the Jag. That does do really well on fuel, to be honest. DK10 came in a lap earlier than everyone else. He's just come out behind Aldo. Aldo's managed to pick himself up a penalty as well. Full second. DK10 6th then. Number 1 pops back out the pits. A fresh set of mediums. So front runners not stopped yet. Hatter. Gap down to 1.6 seconds. Both struggling for a little bit of grip here. Plenty of fuel on board still for Chalky. Hatter though, you're going to have to be careful. He's got the full thrash down the Conrod straight to endure, and he's got Chalky who's got plenty of fuel on. Is Hatter doing any kind of fuel saving down here? He might be. Must be. Chalky's closing up, a gap down to 1.1 seconds. Both drivers will be in the pits this lap, but it will bring them neck and neck as they come in. Oof. Hatter's out of fuel. Hatter's out of fuel. It's going to allow Chalky then into the pits earlier. Gets 2.8 second lead over Hatter as he rolls himself down pit lane. Yeah, I thought that fuel was looking a little bit low with that big stretch of Conrod to go. So Chalky in the pits, 5.6 seconds. You're messing. We'll see what happens with the pits then. Sven stays out for another lap. Lead is he going to have by the time Oskis gets released now? Sorry, Oskis comes through now. There's Chalky, and there we go. Chalky comes out into 3rd position, right behind Oskis, who's just been in the pits. Hatter ended up coming out. Aldo in 4th then. Sorry, DK10 in 4th. Aldo 5th. Hatter 6th. He did take on a full tank of fuel as well. And number 1 pops. Yeah, he's been in 16.4 seconds down from Hatter. It is now Sven in the Jag leading. 14.3 seconds over Oskis. It's the only driver not stopped yet is Sven. Will have to come in at the end of this lap. Still holding 13.5 seconds over Oskis behind. Losing a bit through there though. Oskis making use of a fresh set of soft tyres. Carrying the speed through the tight little wiggly sections over the mountain. Brings that gap down to 12.5 seconds. We are going to see Sven in at the end of this lap. Oskis leads 2.2 seconds from Chalky. Another set of mediums on board for Chalky and a set of softs on board for Oskis. DK10 even after going into the wall gets back out in 3rd position. 4.4 back from race leader Oskis and 1.8 back from Chalky, so not too far back. Plenty of targets to aim for most of these drivers. Aldo just behind him as well, 1.4 seconds. Hatterlad now 0.8 seconds down. Number 1 pops, comes through for 6th. Oh, does he? Oh, Sven's managed to get in and out before number 1 pops comes through. So number 1 pops unfortunately stays 7th. Oskis then. 3.4 seconds now from Chalky. Closed up by DK10 in that Aston. Another set of mediums on for DK10 here. Aldo, a set of softs for this stint. And Hatter's gone for another set of mediums. Closing right up on Aldo through there. But Janio's right. This circuit really tricky. These big, heavy, rear-ended cars just want to kick the back end out. Use that DK10 up front of this lot. So Aston Martin being chased by a Porsche, being chased by a Mercedes down the Conrad Straight. Down towards the chase. DK10 goes a little bit defensive. The Porsche slots his way through. Mercedes has a look, nowhere to go though. But Porsche gets through. Aldo then into third position. A great move by Aldo. Around the outside of DK10 through the chase. Oof. Ah! Wrong line through there. DK10 trying to take the tight line. Kicks himself, kicks his own rear end out. And allows Hatterlad to go through, take it to fourth position, and losing a bit of time as well now, 1.6 seconds. That is top 5 on this straight here. I think number 1 Pops and Sven are pretty close together, yeah, pretty much neck and neck as they came down the start-finish straight. This Corvette does like to drink fuel. Is closing up on the Jag. Gets the move up the inside into Griffins. Sven was trying to fend him off through there, but had to back off. Otherwise, he'd have ended up in the wall. Oh, but there goes number 1 Pops into the wall. Drags his tail through there. Keeps it pointing in a straight line. Luckily, does allow Sven to keep it in touch with him. Number 1 Pops not quite realising how wide this Corvette is. Jake, evening. How you doing? Nice, pulling more time over the Jag here. That tricky downhill dipper section. Every one of those little turns you've got to drop it down a gear and get the braking right in the right place, otherwise the back end snaps round in the wrong direction and you do what Aldo did and you end up pointing the wrong way through there. Number 1 Pops then gaining time over Sven. To race leader off skis, now 3.6 seconds over DMK Chalky. Huh? Oh, that's completely the wrong league. Why is that saying that? I don't know. I don't know why it's saying that. I typed in the right thing, I'm sure of it. Alright, we can edit that. Not now, we can't, but because it's running. Or can I? Or can I? Thanks for that, Jake. Let me just type this out. Won't be able to talk during it because obviously, you know. Dazzler's in the house again tonight. Chalky is closing up a little bit on off skis. Right. Hold on. Oh, I've ruined it. Alright. Forget it. Come on. Now my computer's broken. Come on, stop it. That's not having it. Alright. So Chalky managed to get the gap down to 3.1, but it's not dropped any more yet. Hatalad's got himself up into third position though. Got himself past Aldo. These two still in a bit of a fight. They're not too far back from Chalky either, only 2.2. You'll see him as the camera pans past. There he is, just up the road, and that is race leader Ofski's just dipping over the brow of the hill. So can they bring it all back together? Halfway through the race now, and the top four all still pretty close. DK 10's not that far back either, only 3.8, sorry, 4 seconds. It just goes through Griffins himself. Number 1 pops 6th, then still pulling time over Sven in the Jag. Come on, why isn't stuff working? See, I get it. That won't let me edit it for some reason. Keys pulls a great big chunk of time through there on those softs, 4.3 seconds. Chalky has made a little bit of a mistake. He's now got Hatter and Aldo breathing down his neck. We are going to see a bit of a move from Hatter by the looks of it, closing up. That's the wrong one. Closing up on Chalky down towards the chase. Down to half a second. Hard into there. Keeps himself on the back end of the Porsche though. Just 0.7. Pulls more time over Aldo. That gap now at 1.1. Corner and up this mountain straight, then still just 0.6 of a second in it between these two. Mercedes is pretty quick as well. Looks like it's closing up on the Porsche over the brow of the hill towards Griffins. He does bring the time down, but it's not close enough to make a move, but maybe in a couple of corners time. Through the cut-in then. Drivers struggling to keep control. Tyre wear starting to kick in this second stint as well. Although just falling back a little bit as well, gap down to 1.5 seconds back to him. Oof, Hatter has to make a great big correction on the way into that. To get himself back in touch with Chalky as they come out of the Forest Elbow and onto that Conrod straight. Loses time through there though, gets the dipper a little bit wrong. Gap stretches to 0.9 of a second. He'll be kicking himself through there, will Hatter. He's got to do it all again. 0.7 of a second again as they come down towards the chase. And all the time, Ofski's is still stretching out. 4.3 seconds up the road from Chalky. Showing a bit of tyre wear, still got just over a quarter of a tank to go as well. Yeah, if you're watching, this is not the MDCC League live from Catalonia, as you may have noticed. It's the TDK Team Endurance League live from Bathurst, Australia. Ooh, purple sectors there from Ofski's. Quarter of a tank, but worn out tyres. Oh, a little bit deep into Griffins, maybe. Hatter and Chalky battling it out. I was going to say, I thought Hatter was close enough. He has managed to get himself past Chalky. Nearly at the expense, though, of a couple more positions, getting it sideways out of Griffin's, but he has managed to get himself past up the mountain straight. Aldo dropped back a little bit more, 2.6 seconds. Sven 5th. DK10's been in the pits again for another set of tyres. Full tank of fuel as well. 2.2 back from Sven. Number 1 Pops also just dropping himself in the pits. Full tank, fresh set of tyres. Yeah, it does seem to eat tyres and drink fuel, this Corvette. So, can Off-Skis fend off teammate Hatter? Gap at 3.1 seconds between the two Mercedes drivers. Chalky hanging onto the back end of Hatter for the time being. 0.8 of a second gap between these two. Aldo finding the back end of that Porsche, getting looser by every corner. Still got a couple of laps and he's got to get round as well before he needs to come in for fuel. Sven then holding that 5th, but not for much longer. I don't think DK10 on that fresh set of softs is going to easily take this position off of the Jaguar. Heading down Conrad straight, then already closing up on the Jag. Gets the run on the way down towards the chase and through into 5th then for DK10. A little bit of dirt kicked up there, 46 seconds down from race leader, but again, drivers in front yet to stop. Off-Skis manages to find a 10th or 2. Great big chunk. Again, maybe getting it a little bit wrong on the way into the cut-in. Kept Chalky within touching distance, just a second back. Off-Skis almost up to, there it is, 4 seconds. Another purple sector as well. Ooh. Still plenty of fuel on for another lap as well here for Off-Skis. Pulls another couple of tenths over Chalky. Can he regain that time? Aldo 3 seconds down. DK10 on that fresh set of tyres, sticking in little purples himself. 38 seconds back from Aldo. There you go, another purple sector. Takes that one up off of Off-Skis for the time being. 46 seconds down from Off-Skis at the minute. Oh, there is Off-Skis in the pits this lap. Taking advantage of that 4-second lead just to get in the pits early. So that puts Hatterland back into race lead, but now Chalky closed that gap up, 0.6 of a second between them. Get a good tow up this hill as well. In through there, gains all that advantage and then loses it through that first turn. Aldo just coming through behind them. So he also gains time, 2.7 seconds. He gets a little bit fishtaily through there. Off-Skis back out the pits, fresh set of softs, full tank of fuel. Keeps himself in front of DK10. Sven on those mediums, still plenty of laps left in his tyres. Half a tank of fuel. Almost the same as Pops, but Pops has had an extra pit stop. Oh, Hatter. Sideways through Forest. Just keeps it pointing in the right direction, but again, just allows Chalky to bring that gap down again. Just outside of slipstream range. But those little mistakes, again, he's managed to have enough fuel this time, but he will be in the pits this lap. Late dive in, Chalky stays out, he's still got a lap of fuel on board. So Hatter into the pits, Chalky takes a race lead. Aldo is going to also come into the pits this lap. Ofskis came out of the lap, came in the lap before. So we'll see where Hatter and Aldo come out in relationship to Ofskis. Taking on board fuel, both drivers. Ofskis down this start-finish straight, round Hell's Corner. And does come through in second. What is the gap between himself and Hatter? 4.5 seconds, 4.6 seconds. Sven coming in for an early pit stop. Maybe chucking on a set of softs and going for the last 18 minutes on a set of those. But it is Chalky up front. He will have to pit at the end of this lap. He's currently got 28.1 seconds. He'll be absolutely thrashing this Porsche, trying to make the most of it. He's got to be careful though, doesn't want to lose the rear end. Last really tricky one. It's just got this great big long straight to go. Plenty of fuel on board for that by the looks of it. Loses a tiny bit of time to the Mercedes drivers behind. Only a second though. It is a fresh tyre versus worn out tyre. So Chalky in the pits with 26.5 seconds as he comes in. Ofskis coming down Conrod straight. Hatter's brought that gap down as well. 3.5 seconds between the second place driver. So how much fuel has Chalky got to put in? He's not even in his pit box yet. 17 minutes left on the clock. Here he goes then. Fresh set of tyres and as much fuel as he needs to finish the race, which might not be a full tank. Ofskis into turn one. Hatter into turn one. Gets another half a second down on teammate Ofskis in front. Blinded by the light. Chalky gets released and comes out in fourth position behind Aldo, just in front of DK10. So that's everyone stopped. Yeah, I don't know whether number one Pops is going to have to stop again. Sven's been in full tank, a fresh set of softs on board for him. So it is Ofskis up front again, losing time to teammate Hatter behind. That gap down to 2.3 seconds. Did Chalky put on a set of softs? Yeah, I thought so. Clip the wall on the way in and the way out of there. No damage luckily, but it does bring DK10 within touching distance. Nowhere to really overtake through here. DK10 goes wide. Oh, keeps it on track. Did kick up an awful lot of dust through there. He's got to be careful through here now. Dusty, dirty tyres could send him off track, but it looks like they've cleaned themselves up. Looking to make the move on Chalky in front then, but just ran himself off track. He'll be swearing in his helmet. Off-skis, if you're listening and you've got fuel saving on, turn it off. Because Hatter's closing up quick. He's got more fuel than you. Aldo then in third. After that pit stop by Chalky. So Aldo just over 3/4 of a tank. Under 15 minutes to go now. Chalky in the second of the Porsches in fourth. DK10 fifth position in that Aston. Looking to close back up on that Porsche. Try it again. One Pops in sixth then. 29.2 seconds back. And Sven another 17.7 seconds back in seventh. It's all the Svens for Sven. Off-ski's short filled. Oh, so he's got to fuel save then. Yeah, Hatter's bringing that gap down pretty rapidly. It's down to 0.8 of a second between these two. That's the wrong camera. Down through this tricky dipper section. Those tight little dips right on the turns through there. Now then, are they going to work together for the next few minutes just to stretch themselves? Not that they need much help really. They're already 10 seconds ahead of the Porsche team, which are third and fourth, so it is Mercedes 1-2. Are going to take the championship. Are we going to see them work together, or are we going to see Hatterlad go, see you later mate, I'm having this race, smash him about? You think that's what'll happen? Off-skis goes a little bit deep through there, maybe just giving the signal to Hatter, but no, Hatter's not having any of it. Pushing his teammate up the road there. Again, this is not to say that in the last couple of laps that Hatterlad just won't more than likely stomp his way past Off-skis. Bit of a twitch there from Off-skis on the way out of Griffin's. Teamwork there, just Hatter keeping himself in the right place, so if Off-skis did get it wrong, at least he could keep him pointing forward. Nearly got it wrong himself though. Section, so I'm not sure if Hatter's practicing drifting or whether it's just happening naturally. But it is Mercedes 1-2, Off-skis and Hatter. I think he could be trying to do that. Aldo is closing up though, 8.9 seconds down. Chalky in fourth, another 5 seconds down. Still got DK10 for company. 1 seconds back, so not quite within striking distance, but tiny little bit of a mistake from Chalky. DK10 could slot his way into fourth position here in this final round. Sven in the Jag through the dipper. It's a long way back, but still pushing. Number one Pops, yeah, number one Pops came in the pits then. Another set of tyres, fresh set of full set of fuel tank of fuel. to Mercedes then, 1 and 2. 10 minutes remaining in this final round. Is this where Hatter might be fuel saving, you think? Seconds back at the minute. He's already got fastest lap, he doesn't need to push for that. Now starts to bring it back towards Ovski's. Mercedes 1-2. They've had a couple of races where they've ended up 1 and 2. Second and third, or Team Porsche also getting pretty good points here tonight in third and fourth. Don't think it's going to be enough to take them ahead of Team Jag though. DK10 now a long way back. Nearly 8.5 minutes, and DK10 is going to have to stop for fuel. I don't think that'll put him under threat from Sven, but you never know. Could do. Then still holding the lead from teammate Hatter, 1.1 seconds. That had stretched itself up to 2, which we weren't sure if Hatterlad was doing a bit of fuel saving. So again, will he go for the win here, or will he allow Ovskis to take it? Less wear on Ovski's tyres as well. There they go through the dipper. You can see them lifting wheels off the floor through there. That's how stiff these cars are. In the pits then DK10, fresh set of tyres, just over half a tank of fuel on board for him now. 7 minutes remaining, that should be plenty. Didn't allow Sven to overtake him. 10 seconds back still for Sven. Oh, a little bit more now. That number 1 pops, another 24 seconds down unfortunately. To stop and give a sacrifice to the tyre gods, I think, in that thing. So Ovski's being closed up one again by Hatter. Again, don't know if Hatter's going to go for the win or whether they're just going to work as a bit of a team. Oh, Ovski's goes into the wall through there, but Hatter goes through. There you go, that answers the question. Last few laps here then at Bathurst. Hatter back into race lead. Ovski's underfueled at the pits. Might be a tall order to get that position back off Hatter. Consistent driving from the pair of them all season. Aldo gets that time down to 8.5 seconds. Still a great big chunk of time to try and close up. Just saw the two Mercedes disappearing over the hill. Teammate Chalky, 6 seconds behind him in 4th position. I think everybody's got enough fuel and tyres on for the rest of the race. 4 minutes remaining. Sven should have that. Jaguar does really well on fuel. Pops might have to stop again though. Off skis. Closes the gap up on Hatter. Now, off skis work together. Will off skis go for the win? Oh, looks like they're working together still. Maybe off skis knows they've got a fuel save, so just, you know, stick with Hatter as much as possible. Again, Aldo is closing up at 6.8 seconds the gap. Really pushing here at the end of this one. He's only got 3 3/4 minutes to try and close up. Big gaps between everybody else at the minute. The battle really is here, but the two teammates aren't going to do anything to try and compromise one another when it comes to the race, obviously. A 7-second advantage over the 3rd place driver, Aldo. That was coming down, but it's going back up now, unfortunately. Running out of time here as well, down to almost 2.5 minutes on the race clock. Hatter through the final turn. Oski's following him through, but kicks a bit of dirt up on the way through. Stays in touch with Hatter though. Yeah, that gap's still stretching, 7.6. Stretch, 2 minutes left on the clock then. So it is just the battle between the two Mercedes. Again, they're not going to do anything to affect each other's race, so it'll be clean moves. They're not going to go for any proper punch-ups, I wouldn't have thought. Now then, they cross the line with a lot of time left on the clock. Off-skis doesn't have a lot of fuel on. Usually when that thing's flashing red, you've got about a lap's worth of fuel. And off-skis has got to do another lap after this one. So it looks like they might be doing fuel saving. That gap stretching between Hatter and off-skis. Oh no, going back down. Let's see, maybe off-skis has got enough fuel on. Hatter's definitely got enough on for another lap. This will become final lap when they cross the line. It's not final lap yet, Hatter. Off-skis then through to take the lead. Hatter just backing off, allowing Off-Skis through. That has brought Aldo back together. 3.6 seconds down. A lot closer on this run up the mountain straight. Again, that is race timer ticked over now. Chalky is the first one to cross the line. He comes in 4th position then in this final round. DK10 is going to come home in 5th. There he goes. There's a bit of a gap, so let's just go and keep our eye on this battle here. Off-Skis, Hatter, Aldo, gap down to 2.1 seconds. He's on a stompathon ride on this final lap. I'm sorry for the drivers crossing the line, but this is getting pretty tense here. Gap down to 1.5. Aldo is on an absolute smosh. Oh, no. Oh. Coming out of Forest Elbow, power down too early, sticks it on the grass, gets it sideways, picks it back up, and loses all that time. The gap down now to 3.5 seconds. Oh, Aldo, what a shame. So Off-Skis and Hatter down towards the chase for the final time then. It is still Off-Skis leading, but running out of fuel. Run out of fuel. Hatter, teammate extraordinaire. What a wingman. Comes in right behind, sticks the hammer down and pushes Off-Skis across the line to take the win. So Off-Skis winning with no fuel. Hatterlad takes 2nd. Aldo takes 3rd. Chalky 4th. DK10 5th. Sven 6th. And number 1 pops in 7th. Oof. That was all getting a bit close and tense right at the end there, wasn't it? Hey? No problem at all, mate. No problem at all, DK10. Again, you know, just give me a shout. Depending on what else I've got on. Possibly available for other things. So, yeah. That's it. Final round. Done and dusted. Big shout out to all the drivers. Big shout out to DK10 for setting it all up. And that's going to be it for this one. Nothing on next week, but we are back the following week with a brand new, fresh set of minis. I'm not too sure of all the setups and the settings, etc., etc. But if it's on Hatterlad, no problem at all, mate. No problem at all. It was a good wingman. Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah. What was I saying? I don't know. I completely forgot where I was going with that. I'm back on Thursday night with the, well, what this is actually advertised as, the MDCC League, but I'll change that as soon as I'm offline. I don't know why it's done that. So yeah, I'm back on Thursday night at, I think that's 7:45 start for qualifying for that one. A little bit earlier than most of the others, but that's it. And yeah, oh yeah, we were talking about the minis. Yeah, not too sure about the setup of the minis. That's in 2 weeks' time. Nothing on next week. But yeah, we are back with the minis. Again, not too sure of the setup. I'll put it on the Facebook page when I know. And I'm sure, you know, if you're driving in it, you'll already know about it anyway, or Cutler will let you know. But yeah, that's coming up in 2 weeks' time on Monday. But I am back at 7:45 on Thursday with the MDCC mixed. What's that? Manufacturers Dual Class Championship. So it is GR3s and GR4s. We're back with GR4s this week. No idea where from, but I'll post that on Thursday. Other than that, I hope you like what you watched. If you have, give it a like, comment, subscribe, click all the likes, do the shares and the stuffs and the things. Most of all, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.